Welcome. So, today, in in this is not a proper video. Basically, what I want to do in this video is I want to tell you about an incident that happened on around this night last year. Exactly a year ago. I don't know the exact date. I will check in my calendar what day Saturday last year was in December. The 14th. Exactly the 14th. On the 14th of December 2024, I made a mistake. Well, I made a dumb decision. Which is the exact reason why you are never going to see Brody in any of my videos or streams ever again. Because of what happened that night. So, what happened that night was... So Brody invited me over to his house so that we could hang out. I thought we were just going to do the usual of be in the shed, make some shit, and then possibly walk around town. I was wrong. When I got there, him and a friend asked me if I would like to drink that night. Being myself, as you know, I do drink, and I said yes. I agreed to it, and they were not of a legal drinking age in New Zealand. Well, they were, but not. So to explain, the legal drinking age in New Zealand is 18 without parental permission. With parental consent, you are legally allowed to drink at 16 in bars and everything like that, at home. So, I turned 18 last year. Brody was 16 and our friend was 17. So they weren't legally able to buy alcohol. So they're like, hey, Dal, why don't you buy some alcohol with us? Like, hey, would you like to drink tonight, Dal? You'd need to buy it, of course, because we aren't 18. So I was like, sure. So Brody gives me like $180 of cash, and I went in and I grabbed 2 bottles of spirits. I grabbed a bottle of Smirnoff vodka and a bottle of bourbon. Bourbon whiskey. When we got back to Brody's house, I was like, hey, I think we should grab glasses, drink this responsibly and in moderation, and slowly. And they're like, nah. And they grabbed out a small jar. We proceeded to do shots quite rapidly, and in the span of 2 hours, we had polished off a full bottle of vodka and half a bottle of bourbon. We were unconscious. We were blackout drunk. we were comatose. Luckily, I had decided to message my partner and tell them that we were drinking that night. And at one point, I don't remember this, I was told this. At one point, I rung my partner because my friend had collapsed, he'd blacked out. And we got him sorted, and then on that call, I blacked out partially, and all my partner could hear was me gurgling and choking on my own vomit. Brody hung up. My partner rung back a few times. Brody finally answered. And my partner told him to put both my friend and I in the recovery position. We were put partially in the recovery position. We were put on our sides, but we were kind of on our stomachs. And my partner then woke up my parents and got them over to Brody's. My mother took a photo of what it was like, and it was horrible. I'm sitting shirtless with my pants half down, which no one knows how that happened. I'm unconscious. My friend is unconscious. We're in our own vomit, and Brody is sitting there making fucking tea. In the corner of the shed, he's making tea out of feijoa leaves, and he has a camp cooker with a butane canister lit next to my feet. Later on, we found... I'll say that part soon. My parents got to Brody's, and Mum, being a nurse, tried to work her medical knowledge. She tried to do her job, but the difference is she's never had to do this for me, her son. So, it was difficult for her. They rung the emergency services because we were unresponsive. When the ambulance got there, I was responsive enough to be talking and to be asking for blankets and stuff because I was half naked and I was cold. Although my friend was in more of a critical condition than I was. It was bad enough in which that night I stopped breathing multiple times, but they got me breathing and I am here alive. My friend was in the intensive care unit with a tube down his throat. And yeah, I don't remember much from that night. All I remember is getting to the halfway mark on the bottle of vodka and being like, hey, we've already drunk half of it. And we then just nothing. I remember partially when I got to the hospital at 11, I was in hysterics. I was sobbing, I was yelling for my partner, and I was not doing well. And then I think I conked out. I got to Brody's house at 6 PM, and I woke up in the hospital at 11 PM. We started drinking, like, my parents got there about 9. We started drinking about 7:30. And I woke up again at 3 in the morning. I was starving and I was thirsty. Um, I ate food, I drank water, I think. I don't remember too much. And then I was in and out of consciousness until 6 a.m. That's when Mum called an Uber and we headed home. I was on and off crying for most of that day. I was on and off sleeping for most of that day too, while on call with my partner. And it was awful. I'm I'm going to be completely honest with you people right now. I am terrified. I am getting cravings for alcohol right now because I want to forget what happened that night. And I am actually scared. I don't have alcohol, so I will be okay, but I I am not doing mentally well after that night. I have let go of myself a lot. I stopped drinking for a bit, and I am drinking now, as you know from the streams, but I I'm not drinking irresponsibly anymore. I manage my alcohol portions correctly and everything like that. But like right now, I am really not doing well. And it's even worse since like the 4th of December we had to put down my dog, who was in a way an emotional support pet for me. I miss her. Obviously I miss her. And life has been going on lately. I'm not in contact with Brody, not because he asked me to drink, not because he invited me over there, but because I found out later that with my friend and I being unconscious on the floor in the shed, he was going to go inside and sleep and leave us to die and not do anything about it. So I cut him off completely. Cut all contact. I don't talk to him. I don't have any want to talk to him. I barely even think about him. The moment I knew he didn't care about me or my friend was the moment my friend told me what Brody did to him. Another night. Basically, from what I understand, Brody got one of his friends. He got the friend on the walk, and then he got one of his other friends to jump Brody and my friend with a knife as a joke. And then Brody said to my friend, if that was real and you were stabbed, I would just go home and watch YouTube and I wouldn't care if you died. I'm not looking for pity, and I'm not looking for likes or subscribers. I'm not telling you the story for the purpose of growing the channel, making the channel bigger. I'm telling you the story because it genuinely affected me, and that was exactly a year ago today, and I'm still alive thanks to my partner. No matter how many times they say that my parents saved us, they wouldn't have known if it wasn't for my partner. My partner saved my life, and I am so very thankful for that. I just should have listened to people when I was told that Brody was not a good person. I wish I knew better. Anyways, thank you for listening to my story. I hope you enjoyed listening. Have a good one. See you in the next one. Bye.